Okay, please, I am begging you, do not go out there and start an AI agency in 2026. Instead, start AI Growth Operating. And if you watch this video in complete detail, by the end of it, you will understand exactly why if you go out there and start an AI agency today, you're gonna waste a lot of time and you're not gonna make the money that you might think you're gonna make. Now, everyone online, trust me, I see it myself, is telling you to start an AI agency. You see thumbnails like this all over your YouTube feed. Every guru, every course, every ad in your feed is pushing the exact same narrative. Sell AI automations to local businesses and get rich. But here's the truth that most people are not telling you, right? AI agencies are a race to the bottom. The market is getting extremely saturated. The clients that you're gonna be working with are broke, and you end up working with people that you have nothing in common with just to maybe make a couple grand a month. Now, if you actually want to make real money, work with clients that you actually enjoy working with, and build a business that pays you for years, you need to stop thinking AI agency and start thinking AI powered growth operating. Now, I'm gonna show you exactly why. And by the end of this video, you're gonna be sold on the idea of starting an AI growth operating agency. Now, the problem with AI agencies, let's just be extremely real for a second, right? AI agencies are everywhere. You don't have to look far to find people that are trying to start this business model. They're everywhere, right? People are selling courses on it. Every guru is showing the exact same playbook. Go out there, sell chatbots to local businesses, sell automation, sell email flows, right? Sell to these type of local businesses, roofers, contractors, dentists, local flower shop owners, whoever it might be. But here's what they don't tell you, right? The market is getting extremely saturated. Everyone is selling the same thing, and it's a price war. Saturation in any market is something that's very hard to navigate, right? This market is already extremely saturated. The clients that you're gonna be working with are usually broke. Most of these local businesses can barely afford $500 a month. They're not making that much money. The local tire shop, the local flower shop in your city, the owner is not making that much money, right? They can barely afford to pay you $500 a month, and you need a ton of them just to make decent money. Now, again, you're working with people you have nothing in common with. Most of these clients are 45-year-old contractors who don't understand technology at all, right? They have literally nothing in common with you and are a pain to manage and work with. And you're always chasing the next project, right? There's no real partnership. Each one of these jobs, you're essentially a contractor for, right? You're like a VA, right? You're just doing a simple service, charging a bare minimum price, meaning you need to get that next deal and you have to eat what you kill and land a bunch of clients just to make somewhat of a decent income, right? There's no recurring revenue and there's no long-term upside. It's a true grind, just to be completely honest with you. I've known people that have done it myself. I've worked with students in the reserve that came from this, broken business model. You're not building a real business. You're just selling one-off tasks and hoping you don't get replaced by the next guy with a cheaper offer. Now, what growth operating actually is, what AI-powered growth operating actually is a completely different game. You work with info businesses, right? Coaches, creators, educators, people who are usually your age, who share an interest with you and could actually be your friends, right? Real cool people. You're not working with the local flower shop or the local tattoo shop owner, right? You're working with actual creators who have big personal brands, who have big followings, who are genuinely enjoyable to work with, right? You're not just selling them a tool or a one-off automation. You're building and running the entire revenue system for your client. The offer, the funnel, the sales process, the back end, everything. You're taking over everything full stack, and you're actually delivering value, right? You're not just selling an email campaign that's powered by AI, right, to some local old guy. You're actually working with cool people, running the whole machine, right? Optimizing everything. AI is your leverage, but the business model is what gets you paid. Use AI to do all of the heavy lifting, but you're selling a system and an outcome, not just a task. And there's a big difference. Clients pay you for results, not just for setting up a Zapier automation. Now, why growth operating powered by AI actually wins and why I chose it, right? You get paid for results and not just tasks. You can charge higher setups and get a percentage of the revenue that you help generate. You work with people that you actually like, not just random local businesses, and you build real partnerships, not just one-off projects. And the best part is you don't need dozens of clients just to make a shit ton of money. Let me show you exactly what that looks like in practice. Now, here's one of my clients, Sire Abram. He's a real example of someone in my growth portfolio for Monetizer. Now, just recently, I ran a webinar launch with my client, Sire, who sells a high-ticket trading mentorship called Vantage Education. This is the kind of launch you pull off when you're running the whole system, not just selling a chat bot to a local old guy or a one-off automation. And here's exactly how we did it, right? We pretty much set up the idea that we were going to do one big main event, right, a few months down the line, And leading up to that main event, we were going to set up all the systems and infrastructure for all of these little mini webinars, mini free trainings, right? For us to start making money, right? And be able to like pour more money into ads as we went, and then lead to this one big main event where in this big main event, we were going to help Sire sell hundreds of thousands of dollars live, right? And that's kind of the system that we had set up. Now, the mini webinars and snowball effect was this. Leading up to the big event that we had set down the line, right, a few months, we ran a bunch of smaller mini webinars. Every dollar we made from those mini events, we reinvested straight back into the ad spend leading up to this main event. And each time we made money, we doubled down on ads. So by the time the main event had come, we had a snowball of buyers and a massive warm audience ready to go for this live free training that Sire was going to be running, which ultimately was going to put a lot of money in his pocket, our client, which in return, because we're on RevShare, put a lot of money in mine. Now, once we ran these mini webinars, we also did a low ticket ascension funnel, meaning every single person that signed up for these free events, right? They'd see an ad, they'd sign up for the free event. We would run a low ticket ascension funnel. So for every sign up, we upsold a $27 playbook, something super low ticket that got people prepared for the main webinar. Now, why did we do this? Because it let us liquidate our ad spend. Sometimes we'd spend 10K on ads and make 8 to 10K back before the main event even started. Right? Anytime you can go into a main event that you're going to sell people on and already be positive from the ads that you ran, it's a ton of leverage, right? So it gave us a list of actual buyers. We also knew, like, okay, whoever's showing up that already paid $27 to this live event, they're already a buyer. The easiest sale is the second one, right? So we're going to be able to upsell them live on that call and make a lot of money for our client. In return, make a lot of money for us. So here were the results, right? By the way, the main event that we ran was a 10K offer. Live, right? So we had a bunch of these mini ones leading up to this, and on the live main event, we prepped Sire to sell a $10,000 offer live. We allowed payment plans, but the focus was getting people to commit to real transformation. Here was the landing page that we had helped set up for this one client of ours in our portfolio, and the results were tremendous. In just 5 days during the main event week, we did $400,000 in sales, right? And for this whole campaign with all the mini ones combined, we did close to $700,000, right, from just a few live events that we ran for our clients. Now remember, we signed people on RevShare. So if I do the math on that, right, from one of my clients running this AI-powered growth operating model, if we look at the live event that we did, which was an hour live event, we did $400,000 in sales. I have 20% RevShare, right? Meaning $400,000 times 20%, my business and me got paid $80,000 from just this one live event from one of my clients for just a few hours of work. Now, the traditional AI agency model, in no world is that possible. In no world is a local business owner going to pay you $80,000, right, to help them set up a system, right, for a 1 hour live event. That just is not possible. The math does not math, right? So I want you to understand just how insane this is. In this model, you don't need tons of clients. One client like this, like Sire, set up properly with the right AI systems can completely change your life. Imagine making 80 grand, in an hour just from setting up basic systems to be able to, have everything run smoothly. So here's how AI made all this possible. Remember, I didn't have to be the expert. AI helped me do a lot of the things that we set up for Sire that I just explained. We used AI to script all the webinar emails, landing pages, upsell copy. AI helped us build the Typeform application, segment the leads, and automate different follow-ups. We used AI to analyze every mini webinar, spot bottlenecks, and optimize the main event. AI even helped us prep Sire's sales script and objection handling for the 10K live offer pitch on his webinar. Now, why this crushes the standard AI agency? Again, I want to be very, very clear. This absolutely crushes it. It's not even close, right? This is the AI agency, and here's a big boulder falling all over it. Instead of chasing $500 a month clients who barely get results, we built a system that prints hundreds of thousands in a week with clients who are actually fun to work with and pay what you're worth. This is the difference between selling AI tasks and building AI-powered systems that actually scale. Now, if you want to do this, here's the playbook. Listen up, please. I need your full attention. Step by step, how to start AI growth operating. Step number one, pick a high-value niche, right? Trading, coaching, info products, people who sell make money offers that want to scale and have money to spend. These are genuinely what I like to call gold mine prospects to actually go out and partner with gold mine clients. That'd be step number one. Step number two would be using AI to prospect, build offers, and launch extremely fast. Watch my latest video for the exact prompts and process to use AI to do all the heavy lifting for the clients that you sign. You might be watching this right now and be like, Grant, all right, I can go out there and reach out to a client and sign them, but I don't know what to do. this last video that I posted covers everything and everything that you would ever need to use AI to do all the work for you and make your life extremely easy. Now, step number three would be build the full system, right? You're building and running the entire revenue system for your client. We got to structure the offer. We got to set up the funnel. We got to run the sales process. We got to set up the back end. We have to build the team, and we have to optimize, right? That's step number three. Now, again, you might be wondering, Grant, I've never done this before. I have another video that breaks down exactly how we can use AI to build the full systems, and I even did it live in 43 minutes. Go ahead and watch that. It's absolutely insane. Now, step number four is use AI to optimize, audit, and scale, right? Once you have everything set up, you're not just going to forever run perfectly and smoothly. This is a business. Things are going to break. Things are going to happen. You're going to constantly have to be optimizing, right? So you're going to troubleshoot, iterate, and improve every single week using different AI tools like Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini. And step five is you get paid on results and not just tasks. And if you look right here, here's some of the students that I have closely showed this model to, right? Here's some of the wins that they've gotten, right? Absolutely insane. I had a student make $235,000 for a client in 4 days, and he had 20% rev share. You do the math. The upside is absolutely tremendous. We have 20-year-olds making $24,000 cash personal profit just from 2 clients in a single month. It is absolutely insane. So if you've made it this far, if you've taken the time, right, to watch this whole entire video, you now understand exactly why AI-powered growth operating is superior to the traditional AI agency model. Now, if you want a deeper dive on any of these steps, check out my previous YouTube videos. I break down each part in complete detail, right? AI agencies are getting commoditized. Everyone is selling the same thing, and it's a race to the bottom. But growth operators who use AI as leverage are printing money out of thin air, and the market is moving towards systems, not just tools. So if you want to win, you need to be the person who can build and run the whole machine, not just plug in a few automations, right? If you want all of my AI-powered growth operating frameworks, the prompts, the systems, the same ones I use to scale clients like Sire, check out the Reserve. That's where you'll get access to my full playbook, onboarding docs, service delivery systems, and everything else you need to build a real business running this model. Don't get stuck in the AI agency trap. Please, I am begging you, if you want to work with clients you actually like, get paid for results, and build a business that lasts, start AI Growth Operating. Go binge watch the rest of my channel for step-by-step breakdowns. And if you're ready to go all in, check out the Reserve. As always, I appreciate you for watching this far. I appreciate all of the support. Follow me on Instagram, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.